their way. Now then, our next guest shot to fame playing a poverty-stricken mother in the acclaimed film Angela's Ashes. Amongst many other film roles, she also starred in the ITV drama Appropriate Adult about the Fred and Rose West murder investigations.
And actress Emily Watson joins us now, talking about her new movie, The Book Thief.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah,
I saw it.
really,
It's a Second World War drama set in Germany about a family who take on a child, adopt a child, and also ultimately take in a Jewish gentleman as well. And the great thing for me about it, I mean, apart from your wonderful performances, it was special, I must say, is it just reminds you that in any conflict, you know, there are lovely people, brave people who suffer on both sides.
I think it's the story of a very, very ordinary German family in an ordinary German town having to navigate the rise of the Nazis all around them. And, you know, it's those decisions you make in your family, sitting around your kitchen table, that are the building blocks of, you know, the success or failure of a regime like that.
Sure. And you play what is initially a rather stern step, as I said, rather stern. A very good accent, German accent. Did you have help with that?
We did. We had coaches, but we filmed in Berlin, so we were surrounded by a German crew speaking English in German accents. So,
so that helps, doesn't it?
Very much.
You just sort of tune your ear in.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting because weren't you supposed to do the French movie Amélie, but you didn't fancy doing the French, and yet listen to.
I know that was actually speaking in French.
Right, which is slightly different from doing an accent.
Banana skin.
So no regrets on that one. No regrets on that one at all.
Geoffrey Rush, a wonderful character in this one too. I mean, you give him a hard time, don't you?
I do. I play. I mean, it was such fun for me because I got to be mean and unattractive and unpleasant throughout. It was, you know, it's very liberating as an actor.
But you melt in the end. You're a nice mum in the end.
I do.
Yeah.
Don't give away too much.
No,
but I think so many people have read the book that they will know that. But I like the fact you were saying that it was fine. You didn't have to sort of get into shape for this movie or anything. You know, you could just sit in front of the telly and basically eat.
Yes, no, she in the book she's described as a wardrobe with clothes on, which is quite something to aim for, really.
And war movies become a bit of a speciality because War Horse as well, for which Spielberg asked to see you personally.
He did, yes. He did, which is
a
very lovely day in any actor's career when you get that call, say, Mr. Steven Spielberg has invited you to tea at Claridge's.
Do you like horses, by the way?
I do like them. I like to keep my distance. I'm a little fearful around large animals, I have to say. And
Politician's Wife, which I was also a fan of that.
Husband.
Great.
I would really love to see how that works and the dynamics in that family, because I was left watching that thinking, well, how's that going to work back at home? Because he's not going to like that.
I'd quite like to be running the country as well.
Yes, that would be rather good. It would be rather lovely.
Now, you're very busy, and we always ask this question, and I'm bound with you. I mean, you've got 2 children. You know, you live in this capital city, and you obviously have to go off on location. How do you juggle all that?
It's quite a challenge, but I have fantastic help. I have ironclad help, which is really, you know, absolutely brilliant. And also it's a part-time job. When you're working, it's incredibly intense and incredibly busy. And then you have, you know, a few months when you're not. So we're just doing bits and pieces.
And it is bad. It's a question we never ask of actors. It's always women we ask that question of.
Very good point.
We do. It's true. But you make it work. You make it work.
Just about.
It's so good to see you. And the movie is. You've been raving about it.
A cracker.
Absolutely.
Absolute cracker.
Really
good, dramatic story, moving story. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Great performances.
Thank you.
Right after 8:30 this morning,